passing down some advice my father gave to me when I was a lad. The subject of hookers once arose when I walked in upon my father and several young ladies. I can't remember their names. I just called them traumatizing slag 1, 2, and 3. One of them had a penis, and I just didn't quite understand. I knew my father was a strange man, a very strange man. So strange, in fact, that he well, one thing I've never really confirmed with anyone. There was a lot of myths about the look of him, what he was like, the way he acted, the way he had a sort of swagger about him. But he had a elephant head. Now, that's not to say that he was the elephant man, because he was not the elephant man. He was the elephant item. He was an object. My father was no man. He was no man whatsoever. No, he was no more man than I was. He had the head of an elephant, the body of a horse, and the legs of an ass. I mean, quite literally. Instead of legs, he had two large, quite firm butt cheeks, which he could, these buttocks, he could move independently and sort of slide along the ground. I found absolutely bequooving, which isn't a real word. And, well, I had to express bequooving at the time, because, bequooving, I said, well, Father, you have bequooved me. And he said, you silly little son, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, Father, you have traumatized me to such a high degree, and I have had to invent a new word to describe just what you have made me feel, which is you have bequooved me. You have made me feel bequoven. Are you listening to me? No silence. There was silence, and traumatizing hooker number 1 said, do you want to go for a bit? And I said, I want to go for a bit with you. I don't really much fancy that, to be honest with you. You silly little son. And that's about the same time I had my first heart attack. And it was mainly because I put too much emphasis on that last bit when I called her a silly little tart. I called her a silly little tart. And I held that for about 4 hours, and I didn't just have a heart attack. Oh no. I had a heart eruption, which is basically when your heart just says, I don't want to do this anymore, and it explodes, and you die. Now, a lot of people might say, this is stupid. This is stupid. You are telling us here that you had a heart explosion. There's no R in that. Never mind. You had a heart eruption. There's an R in that. And you died. And now you make radio shows where you talk about complete and utter bollocks. What? I ask you, who is alive and who is dead? Can you really confirm to me who is alive and who is dead? I don't think you can. Can you? You would like to. Oh, you would dearly love to. But you can't confirm it, I don't think you can confirm. Anyway, I've gone into the far too much depth, and so we must move swiftly on. Now, so to pass down some advice, my father, could I really call him a father? That's an interesting. I've never really thought about it. I never really thought if he was not a living creature, then how could he be biologically a father? And I suppose that would actually confirm that myself dying. Well, I wouldn't die, would I? Because if he was an it, so to speak, an it with 3 hookers that gave me a heart attack, and I supposedly died, I didn't die because I was produced by another it. I am an it. That takes me back. I haven't been called an it since I was at school. Honestly, children weren't very inventive at all. They just skip around me, just going, it. Something that was a game. I thought it was just fucking offensive. Stupid children. Glad I never was one. Wait, I was. That's what I was just saying. No, I was never a child. I was an it. I don't mean it as in the latest new thing. You know, I didn't mean that. I was, childhood was hard. So, childhood was really hard, quite hard. Yes, I am talking of penises right now. It was particularly hard. Especially the Scouts, it was hard all the time then. And I enjoyed the bombing. That was good. That made me feel. That made me feel pretty. I had great fun with that. I did. Oh, it was a good run. Oh, such fun. Move. Yes, but I'm gonna run back. Oh. So passing down some advice my father gave me when I was a lad. Hookers are bad. Okay? Hookers are very bad. They make you, they can twist your mind. They can twist your mind when you're your father or it, the. Now, it's an it, and it's father, rolled the wagon. So that's it's father. Okay, so, if your info hires hookers, you may become deeply disturbed. Thank you.